Hello, everybody. So, I thought I'd make a part 2 of the last video. Now that my phone is fully charged, I'm able to record the video with my phone so you guys can see the drawing, what I'm talking about. So, this drawing, is a finished drawing. I'm just going to show you what I mean. So, while I was drawing, I started noticing different things like, oh, this edge could be a harder edge and it can transition and it can go movement wise this way, and it can the movement of its compositional structure can go this way, and it can outline this, and it can be like an ambient occlusion, almost occlusion shadow somewhere like right there. But notice, not this. This is more of this edge right here is more of a soft edge rather than a completely lost edge, because there's still one there. There's still an edge there, and these are more hard edges. And I started noticing, as I kept drawing the same thing over and over, I started noticing all these little things, like, oh, like right now I'm even noticing some stuff like I could have more midtones up here. I could have more midtones way up here. And it's really interesting. It's so interesting. Or I could adjust this tear duct on the eye. I could adjust that tear duct and make it really interesting and have more interesting shape design there. Or the way I design those shapes, or the shadows on this, or the shadows in the people could be even darker. And I just started noticing all these interesting things. Pencil could have been sharpened more because there's some scratching marks over there. If you don't sharpen your pencil, there'll be lots of scratchy marks and stuff. But yeah, the biggest thing that I'm seeing right now is the midtones that need to be above this eye, and this area right about here. But I couldn't have known that if I didn't draw this eye several times, because in this sketchbook is literally just full of eyes. Nothing else. There's nothing else in this sketchbook other than eyes, because all I've been drawing so recently is eyes. And it helped me refine my practice quite a bit. My earlier drawings have not been the best, but always work through the good and the bad, and you'll come to the good stuff eventually. Love the process over the final result. Always. It's a process. Drawing is a process. You have to know the process, and the fact that you are not going to get a drawing instantly like that. You aren't going to get it like a snap of the finger. But you will get a pretty good drawing if you trust the process. And a lot of it is just trusting the process. Like down here, these edges, these occlusion shadows could be darker. They could be darker. These could be darker down here. This could be a little bit darker, because I'm going really dark. What I'm going for down here is really, really dark. This could be maybe more midtones up here, midtones down here. The midtones are absolutely what is up with this drawing specifically. And it's really, really interesting to see that as I draw more and more things the same over and over again, I find that I can also do different designs with the shapes. I find that I can be more creative with the shape design rather than worrying about the anatomy of the eye, because I've drawn it so many times that I've made it intuitive to just draw the eye. And I can start playing with the shapes, and I don't have to have the same eye shapes over and over that everybody else has. Right? And my eyes don't have to look the exact same as everybody else. And it's really, really fascinating to watch the process unfold before your eyes, and you just kind of watch the process unfold. Really, really interesting stuff. Now, there could be more midtones up here, so if I just draw in these midtones, you'll see what I mean here. And I just draw in those midtones like that, and I start to see the design of those shapes, those midtone shapes. And oh, that's really interesting. Or I could have more tone over here, but it would get into my swatches. Don't put your swatches too close to your drawing. But I could go down here too, even, and kind of, because this is reacting. What this is doing is it's reacting to the graphite that's already there, and that's how I know how much pressure I need to blend those two together. And I can keep playing with this drawing, and I can play with it as much as I want. And that's the heart of the process, And I could just keep on adjusting and adjusting as much as I see fit for this drawing. And I like that little silhouette area up here that encompasses this eye. And it's really, really fun to just watch a drawing come to fruition as well. You can just watch it, maybe make these edges a little bit harder. Oh, my camera lens went out of focus there. But you can see how this would be very helpful in the learning process. And maybe the edge over here could be harder as well. Just a little bit harder. That'd be a soft edge. This would be a hard edge. This would be totally lost over here. I can maybe add a little bit more darks. This would just be like the polishing phase, because the grunt work of this drawing is already done. It's already done there. Okay. So I'm just polishing it up now. Okay, is there anything else? Well, you can see, because when I drew this, my pencil wasn't sharpened, you can see some divots in the page here, where the graphite fully hasn't latched on to the page, because the teeth of the page hold the graphite together. I can see here that, oh, this could be filled in more, because the teeth are showing, and I don't like teeth that show. I don't like the teeth that show on the page. So I try to get the graphite to fully activate, so that way it's not. It's all like hold the teeth hold the graphite. Here we go. I'm just going to do that. And you can draw the same thing over and over again. And you get a lot of improvement out of this. And I could talk about this process for a very long time, actually. I could talk about it for a long time. And I might make a part 3 on it, where I draw something from scratch instead of polish it up. Maybe draw something from scratch. That'd be cool. You can see I'm just polishing and polishing and polishing and polishing and polishing. Sometimes there's a polishing phase that comes from your drawing. Ooh, okay. And if you get frustrated with it, step back, take a step back, a long step back, take a long step back. Don't let it get to you too much. Sorry, that's my cat. That's my cat. I had to. Okay. So I think this would be a finished drawing. Ugh. That would be a finished drawing. And this is because I keep drawing the same thing over and over again. I get that kind of result because I'm focused less on the actual thing I'm drawing and more on how I'm drawing it. Because of that repetition, I'm able to do that. I'm able to focus on it, on doing that drawing in a really nice way. There could be more midtones up here, like that. The camera focus is really bad. There could be more midtones up here. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this, and I might make this a full series, actually, if you guys want. I can make this a full series. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys later.